Hello friends, welcome back to the third part of the topic work, power and energy. And in my previous lectures we understood what is work, its formula, its example, and we also saw what work is required to move or to lift any body from one position to other position, what we saw in my previous lecture. While in this lecture we are going to understand force displacement diagram. Now what actually this force displacement diagram is and how to calculate the values out of that we'll be understanding today. So at first we'll understand what is this diagram actually. The magnitude of work done can be obtained from force displacement diagram, that is FD diagram. So basically we can say that the use of this force displacement diagram is to calculate the work done. Work done can be calculated out of this force displacement diagram or magnitude of work done. How? We'll see. Force is plotted on y-axis and displacement on x-axis. So basically we are representing this force displacement diagram graphically, where force is plotted on y-axis and displacement is plotted on x-axis, something like this. This F on y-axis and displacement, that is abbreviated by capital S, that is on x-axis. And from this diagrams, I mean from this graphical diagram, how can we obtain work done? That is, work done is area of the force displacement diagram. So if we are able to calculate the area of this force displacement diagram, then that area particularly is the work done for any body. So we again have the formula, where we are having three different types, where we can have type 1 as work done by constant force, type 2 as work done by variable force from 0, that is origin, to F, and third type is work done by variable force, that is from F1 to F2, that is any values on the y-axis. So talking about type 1, that is work done by constant force, how can we calculate the work done is by this graph. Here we have plotted this displacement on x-axis and force on y-axis, and because this force is constant, the value is constant throughout the x direction, that is throughout the displacement the value is constant. And again the displacement is with the force, that is some, with the force there is some displacement, so our displacement is somewhere over here. So we can say that due to this constant force there is some displacement, and we can calculate the area of this rectangle, that is OACB. F is constant force, S is displacement, and work done is area of this rectangle OACB. So work done can be calculated by calculating this area, that is F into S, that is length into width or width into length whatsoever. So work done is F into S in this particular case. So talking about second type, that is work done by variable force. That is our work done is starting from here. That is our force is starting from origin 0 to F. So we will run something like this. With the increase in force, our displacement is increasing. So this time we are having this area of triangle OAB, where AB is the force and OAOB is the S. And if we calculate the area of this triangle, the work done will be area of triangle OAB, that is half into base into altitude, that is half into S into F. So this is the work done by variable force starting from the origin to a particular value in the y-axis. And the last and the third type here is work done by variable force from a particular value on y-axis to some value higher than that, as shown over here. Again on x-axis there is displacement, on y-axis there is force, but see this time our force is starting from here, this point, because it is starting from F1 as we say to F2, so it will linearly increase like this. So with increase in that, again we are having some displacement. So this time we are having a trapezium of area which will calculate to find out the work done graphically, we can say. So this trapezium, area of this trapezium is, we can have the formula F1 plus F2 divided by 2 into S. So that is length into width again we can say, but length, if we talk about, we are not having the same value, we are having different on both the side. So we are taking out average of both f1 plus f2 divided by 2, that is our length, and into width, that is s. So we converted this formula for trapezium to a rectangle, but we are having the formula for trapezium itself, that is length of one side into length of second side divided by 2 into its width. So this is our work done by variable force from F1 to F2. In this way we can calculate the value of work done graphically by force displacement diagram. So friends, this was all about the third part of the topic, work, power and energy. So this is all for today, and thank you for watching.